This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the US. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
Hello, welcome to 101 Part-Time Jobs. This is the podcast where we hear from bands and musicians about the sleepless nights, the borrowed cash, and the laundry list of things that you've got to do to play music now. Even if you're halfway up, maybe headlining some festival bills, there's going to be so many bands and members going back to work on the Monday behind the supermarket tills and all that. And look, we got to talk about it. I want to hear these stories. I don't want it to take away from the music. I want it to add to the stories. Let's be honest about it. It's happening. Let's talk about it. On today's Stop and Chat episode, we hear from Lizzie Esau up in Newcastle. She's doing a lot of this bitty work to make sure she can pay for music. You know, she's not getting the most expensive gear. She's putting out singles when she can. And all this work is funded into making something creative, which I think is awesome. So this is Lizzie Esau on 101 Part-Time Jobs. Go and listen to her new single, Bugs. That's how I found out about her. I think it's a great tune. She's coming up after the jump. Jobs! Have you had some funny days where you've been playing like a really great show, or you've had a really amazing experience, you've tracked something you've been recording, and the next day you're like, oh, this is very different to yesterday?
All the time. I mean, I work at M&S. It's really different to doing gigs and that lifestyle of like, yeah, there's a lot of older people, a lot of patience. That's a slow pace. It's like, yeah, it's so different.
I've got some really important questions. First of all, are you tills? Are you on the floor? Where are you?
Just a bit of everything. It's good. It's kind of nice. You get to mix it up. So sometimes
You're an M&S butterfly.
I really am. Like, yeah, apparently. But yeah, a bit of everything. Yeah, so I'm not on the food tills. I work on like the clothes bit. Don't mind being on the tills. The time goes fast. And
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'm really sorry, M&S, if they see it, but I'm kind of just trying to pass the time, you know?
I think that's okay. I think it's just absolute madness when you go into one of those jobs and you're like, yes, boss, this is my life. This is what I was born to do. Because there is almost this like unspoken thing that like, yes, that's what you are there. You know, this is your, of course it's not. Fuck off. You just want 4 beers on a Friday and to pay your rent. Yeah,
I think that's it. And I think like sometimes like there's a lot of time where you're like, I'm just sorting out clothes or whatever. And it's almost like a meditation because it gives me so much time to think about my life. And it sends me into like sometimes a bit of a spiral of like, what am I doing? Like
every day is an existential trip.
It really can be in jobs like that. It really can. But it gives me a lot of time to think about the music stuff, which I guess is good. But then I'm like thinking about it like, but I'm not doing it. So yeah, like it makes me more driven, I think, sometimes with the music because I'm like, literally having to work every day, even if I'm not working on music that day, I'm working to pay for something in music, you know. I also work at a bar as well, but that job's cool. I work at a music bar, so it's the Cluny. Do you know the Cluny in Newcastle?
Yeah, Cluny's legendary spot. Have you learned, or have you discovered any bands there working behind the bar and seeing bands and falling for those bands?
Yeah, so many times. I'm trying to think. Do you know, it's such a varied mix as well, that even if it's not a band that I would like listen to loads, it's such a nice experience to be in a gig that I wouldn't normally buy a ticket to.
So you could be watching like a metal band or just something, I don't know, maybe you're into metal, but something that you wouldn't usually listen to at home, and you're like, oh, I'm enjoying this. I'm seeing another side to this.
Like, have you heard of the Lancashire Hot Pots?
No. Great name though.
They are kind of what you would think. They're really funny, and like really funny lyrics. So like songs about like IKEA flatback furniture, and like it was just really funny. And I was like, I don't think I would have bought a ticket to go, to be honest, if I'd heard of them or maybe seen them or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, seen it was on. But I was working the gig and it was packed out and it was incredible. I was like, this is so funny. It's so good. And like, I've had the best time. I can't believe I've been paid to be here.
Yeah.
So that was just like funny. It was great. I loved it. So
Quality.
Yeah. But there's also been loads of other bands. I got to work. Do you know Flight, the band?
Oh yeah, Flight, Flyte.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
They're amazing. Oh my gosh, I love them. Yeah, so there's been so many.
Your new track Bugs that just came out is awesome. And the imagery there, that could mean anything. And I sometimes wonder if you even know what the song's entirely about.
Do you know what? Most of the time, probably not. Like, it's like, I think I do sometimes, but then when I really have to sit and think about writing out what this song is really about, I'm like, it's kind of about that. It's kind of about this. Like, Bugs is kind of about like loving something so much. Like, I think honestly, it's really inspired by doing like a few part-time jobs at the same time. It is kind of really relevant to this, because I was thinking like, if I was like not possessed by this, like I really want to do this creative thing and like I want music to be my whole life. If I just didn't think like that, I could follow a career path that will probably lead me to something in stages and almost guarantee me to get somewhere. But I don't. I'm like, almost like the chorus of it says the words love curse, and it's like this thing of like, I've got this love inside of me for this thing. It almost curses me because I can't do anything else if I wanted to. Like, I have to do these other jobs because there's no alternative for me. Like, and it's not saying like, oh, what, like, no, it's me. Like, it's my choice and I love it. But it's like, it also causes me so much pain because I love it so much and because it makes me so vulnerable. So it's kind of relevant to like having the jobs and living the everyday of like working at a shop, then working at a bar, all in one day. So the next few days I can go and do a show somewhere, you know?
101. Lovely to chat, Lizzie. Just to finish with, what is the biggest work gaffe that you've made? Have you ever put your foot in it at work?
Oh, yeah. Because I work in both like two jobs at the same time, I always get them confused. So like, if I'm working on the tills in one job, I'll go to the tills, like, we're working on the tills all day at M&S or whatever. I'll go to the Cluny. I'll be working on the bar and they'll get like a couple of pints. So I'm like, oh, do you need a bag to carry them? And I'm like, what? No. Or like, can I scan these sparks? And they're like, look at me like, you're crazy. And I'm like, every time I do it, oh my, so often I ask people like, so do you need a bag? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Excellent.
Or yeah. So I just get them confused a lot. And it is the most embarrassing thing in the world. Yeah, people think I'm crazy.
Well, lovely to meet. You know, I think we're in that generation, and you're in that generation of people working in the daytime so they can play music at nighttime or play music on the other days. And just to let you know, like, you're not alone. You know, you're doing something amazing. So give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing great.
Yeah, thanks. And just like saying as well, I absolutely love this podcast. It's like, I follow on Instagram and I just love it.
Great.
When I saw it, I was like, this is like perfect. This is how I feel every day. So there's probably a million and millions of artists who like feel very reassured by what you're doing as well. So
awesome.
So thank you.
Thanks. It's good to talk, and it's good to share experiences. I think it's always more powerful than you think it could be.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. That was really fun.
So that was Lizzie Esau on this Stop and Chat of 101 Part-Time Jobs. Thank you for being here. And next week, we've got a couple of great guests. We've got Matt Maltese on Tuesday, and then Kill Your Friends author John Niven, who wrote this Blur Oasis battle theatre show that's just been announced. So subscribe on Apple, Spotify. If you can leave us a few nice 5 stars or a rating there, that would be massively appreciated as well. And see you in the week. Cheers, Em.
101 Part-Time Jobs is hosted by Giles Bidder and produced by me, Olivia Swash. This has been a Mighty Moon Media production.